right in the heart of Indianapolis, under the glare of national television cameras and amid the roar of a playoff-hungry crowd, a simple basketball possession turned into a spectacle nobody saw coming. In the middle of Game 2 of the WNBA Eastern Conference semifinals, as the Indiana Fever built a comfortable lead and the arena buzzed with anticipation, Atlanta Dream forward Alicia Gray suddenly halted her play, spun toward the stands, and pointed directly at a pair of fans. Within seconds, security escorted them out, on live TV, leaving viewers and the broadcast team scrambling for answers. What should have been a routine home court celebration instantly became a sensational controversy that threatened to eclipse Indiana's historic first playoff win at Gainbridge Fieldhouse since 2016. The incident itself lasted little more than a minute, but felt like an eternity. Gray, visibly frustrated by Iowa's Caitlin Clark's absence and her own team's sputtering offense, searched the crowd as if she'd heard a slur or a personal attack. Instead, what eyewitnesses later confirmed was nothing more than a fan cheering on Indy's rookie, Lexi Hull, with a supportive, "You're good, Lex. She's not even trying anymore." No profanity, no threats, just standard sports commentary aimed at a player on the court, not at Gray herself. Yet, true to playoff drama form, protocol dictated a brief, cool-off removal. The fans were led away, the broadcast cut to a break, and viewers were left to imagine the worst. Minutes later, staff returned the same fans to their seats, apologized publicly, and even wiped down the chair backs, an unmistakable signal that the alleged offense had no real substance. As social media lit up, conflicting narratives emerged. Some local outlets described the exchange as light heckling that any NBA or WNBA player regularly endures. Others hinted at an untold, serious comment that could justify immediate ejection. The truth, pieced together by on-site reporters and fan recordings, was far less dramatic. A moment of player frustration, a misinterpretation of routine sports banter, and an overzealous attempt at crowd control. By the time clips of Gray's accusatory finger went viral, the storyline had already been rewritten multiple times, each version struggling to fill the vacuum left by the absence of a clear quote or testimony from Gray herself. While the Dream flailed to control the narrative, Indiana made sure the real story unfolded on the court. Without Caitlin Clark, who had just wrapped up her record-setting college career at Iowa, and missing 3 other starters to injury, the Fever faced a daunting challenge. Instead of pitying their depleted lineup, they embraced it. Kelsey Mitchell poured in 19 points, drilling 4 triple-threat three-pointers that punished every defensive overcommitment. Aaliyah Boston asserted herself inside with 15 and 5 rebounds, muscling her way through Atlanta's usually stifling frontcourt. Even rookie Michaela Timson chipped in 9 points, demonstrating a poise rare for a first-year player in a high-stakes environment. The atmosphere, once briefly overshadowed by the ejection drama, quickly refocused on a masterclass of defense, urgency, and unrelenting teamwork. By holding the Dream to just 60 points on 37.9% shooting, Indiana didn't just win a game, they sent a message. It was a statement that adversity, whether it comes in the form of injury or off-court distractions, only fuels their collective resolve. When the final buzzer sounded, the scoreboard spared no one any doubt, 77-60 in favor of the Fever. The ejected fans had returned to their seats long ago, their brief removal now a footnote in a night defined by hustle plays, clutch shooting, and the combustible energy of a crowd that had waited 8 years for a home playoff victory. In the aftermath, the Dream found themselves apologizing quietly while pundits debated the ethics of ejecting essentially innocent fans. Had Gray been a victim of targeted abuse, or was she simply fed up with a sputtering offense and a hostile environment? The WNBA, riding a wave of increased viewership spurred in part by Caitlin Clark's collegiate stardom, could ill afford any hint of player versus fan tension. Heckling is woven into the fabric of basketball culture. It only crosses the line when it turns personal or bigoted. In this case, neither threshold was met. All that remained was a smear campaign of player victimhood that collapsed under the weight of contradictory eyewitness accounts and the swift reversal of security's actions. Now, eyes turn to Game 3 in Atlanta, where the stakes are as high as ever. The Dream, smarting from a blowout loss and public relations stumble, must reclaim their offensive firepower or risk bowing out of the playoffs entirely. Meanwhile, the Fever carry with them not only the momentum of a resounding win, but also the unshakable belief that no external drama, be it injuries, rumors, or viral controversies, can derail their pursuit of a championship. If they can replicate the defensive tenacity and unselfish play that defined Game 2, they'll force a decisive Game 4. If not, their Cinderella run ends on Georgia soil. The real drama of these playoffs, it turns out, isn't in the stands, it's on the hardwood. When jerseys drop, whistles blow, and the scoreboard blinks final numbers, there are no do-overs, no instant replays to change the outcome. The Indiana Fever proved that night in Indianapolis that adversity can become opportunity, and that the only narrative that truly matters is written in points, rebounds, and genuine passion. The sidelines may host momentary distractions, but the court tells the whole story. And as both teams prepare for the winner-takes-all rematch, one thing is crystal clear: the scoreboard never lies.